All right, today we're going to be doing a brand review of a very well-known luxury brand, Bergdorf Goodman. But what happens when a high-end store does not follow best practices online? Let's find out. If you run an e-commerce store, and even if you're not selling $1,500 handbags, there's a lot that you're going to be able to learn from this deep dive. All right, so let's start with brand identity. Bergdorf Goodman has a really strong offline presence in brand. Think Saks Fifth Avenue, think Nordstrom's, high class and really established. But when you land on the site, that sentiment is not quite taken across. As you can see here, there's nothing really talking about how, it's kind of a landmark spot or how it's been around for a long time. It's focusing more on the elements of its style. We think something that it could benefit from is explaining to people why they should be shopping with them, the kind of significance the brand has, how long it's been around. Even saying something as simple as like underneath here, luxury curated in New York City since 1901 could really anchor the whole website and give people a reason to stay. And even when you try to understand more about the brand, their about is kind of hidden. Down here, basically there's some more information, but you don't really get a good idea of like who these people are, their heritage, or their significance as a brand. So we think that could be definitely added as well. Okay, so let's talk conversion now. Obviously, this is the desktop view of their website, and as you can see here, there's a ton of elements going on right now. There's this call out up here. This is moving. There's a lot of different kind of sections, colors, white space, that sort of thing. And I could understand it from an aesthetic reason, but it does kind of create a busy atmosphere for a buyer in terms of where should I go, and the fact that they kind of scooch off these main sections to the end for men and kids, while not really having like a dedicated women's section is something that we think could be beneficial. And then on the mobile side, it is even more compressed. As you can see, it's really hard to read some of these elements in the header, and the pop-ups can be kind of jarring when they pop up over these movable elements. So we think that could be improved for sure. We did also run page speed insights on this website, and we did see that performance was only at 36, which is a little bit lower than we'd expect for a large brand like this. Moving on to product pages. So they have obviously a bunch of different carousels, but let's go to clothing and the product page. So they present the actual piece quite nicely, but the thing that's kind of missing from this page is some of the other soft metrics over here. So there's nothing to tell me, how do other people enjoy this dress, or what are some of the other benefits of this dress? Where can I find some more information about, what should I wear this with? And, some other recommendations like such. It's still very polished overall, but we think some more kind of soft metrics could be useful for a page like this. And then moving on, basically want to take a look at ads transparency. So I ran this real fast, and as you can see, they are running ads, which is great. Overall, though, it does seem like it's missing some of the more urgency or call out kind of aspects of the ads that we would expect. So things like shop now, explore the collection are kind of missing, and then seasonal things like get ready for spring, Easter, or things that are more seasonal are missing. And then when you search Bergdorf Goodman on Google Shopping, they do have sponsored ads, which is great. There's some things that we would recommend to take things a little bit to the next level. So like if I search this, Bergdorf Goodman does come up. However, we do see that there are some things that could be added to this. So instead of having the black and some of the other aspects kind of hidden away, essentially moving it up higher. So something like maybe Valentino Rockstud black patent sling black heels, and then you can say something like the 100 millimeter size 39 free shipping, something like that might make it a little bit more easy to read and easy to find for the customer. And then we did do an ads library check. It does look like they are running catalog ads, which is great. But what we did see missing here, which is a little bit surprising for a big brand like this, is something like UGC ads, video ads, some more photos of people like wearing these things in a lifestyle setting. So that was a little bit surprising. And it does feel just like it's missing a little bit of personality here. So overall, here's some takeaways. You know, Bergdorf Goodman is an established luxury brand. They've been around for a really long time, but they still have areas to improve, which is good news, because if a big brand like this can also have room for improvement, that means that, you're not alone, maybe as a smaller brand. So a few things that we'd recommend is clarifying their message as to how they are setting themselves apart, or maybe why people should shop with them. Simplifying their homepage so it's not so busy and doesn't have so many elements going on, and then optimizing ads so that it has different kinds of content, give the brand a little bit more personality and a reason why people should shop with them other than the brand name. So that could mean, a big benefit for them, but no telling. So if you run an e-commerce store, please feel free to drop a link to your site. I'd love to do a quick review and see where you could also improve, or if there's a site of a big brand that you're interested in seeing, feel free to drop that down below as well. We're going to try to make this more of a category for us to do brand review to see where things can benefit. And then of course you can check out our playlist on e-commerce audits or watch the next video on optimizing your Google shopping feed.